We'll show that self-proclaimed high prophetess just who the church really believes.
Segal, we need your help. Azrael has overrun the rebels. A counterattack would shatter the survivors. We'll never get the Seventh Seal.
You need an army. A mighty army, right?
It is your fight too. Now finally do something.
It is good. I want to help you. But I'll have to demand something of you first.
This is a damned poor time.
I have done much for you. Remember that, Chiron. The more pressing your time is, the more valuable the boon I ask. And the quicker you do what I want, the quicker you owe me nothing, if that is what you wish.
That is just sick.
As sick as love always is. A leader needs to learn that, and it makes me proud to see how quickly you learn. Still, I want this favor. Then you shall have your army.
Fine. What should I do?
You will get me some demonic acid. It is in the crypt under the Master's statue.
And I won't find out why I'm doing this until later.
Accept this uncertainty, or the certainty that Azrael will destroy you.
I've got what you wanted.
Excellent. Now for the second part of your task.
Second part? That wasn't part of the deal.
Does that surprise you, Chiron? He is a Borberadian. It is his duty to betray you.
I heard that you came back after all these years. Your screams of pain still sound the same as ever.
You stole my daughter, and now you want to play my son off against me.
She is my daughter. You are the kidnapper.
I wanted to save her soul, and now she's only here because you are forcing her.
She chose me, voluntarily, because I didn't patronize her and lie to her for her whole life. Because I love her for what she really is, and what she will become. Her and Chiron.
You're fighting over Calandra while her camp may be overrun at any moment. Segal, I got you the acid. Now finally tell me how I can raise the Akaz.
2 tasks. That is my condition. Not the least because I helped you to free this traitor.
You? You?
I distracted Azrael's attention. I thereby determined the time for the rescue. I wanted to exact the price later, but apparently Azrael has done it for me. Despite everything, the fact remains. This is a matter between you and me. Once you broke your promise, for which I was disfigured. But now we're even. And Chiron agreed. Right, Chiron?
Chiron, is that true?
I wanted him to find you at any cost. It's better than if she had killed you.
How? How could you let it happen? How could you do that to your father?
Father, I'm not responsible for what other people decide.
Do you still want to be my son? Chiron, do you want that?
I think he will do anything to save Calandra. For that he needs an army. The army of the Akaz. The statues which stand in Calandra's camp. I can tell you how to raise them. I want nothing in return. Just a gesture. Just a small gesture. A symbol. Near the pavilion you will find the room where your siblings grew up. The acid you now have is very potent. A few drops are sufficient to turn the incubators, from which the awakened were cut during their birth, to black mud. That will be a sign to me of which side you are on. The fact that you recognize your true destiny.
You want to awaken the Akaz, those mindless fighting machines. I was there myself when Azrael did that once.
Then tell me how to do it, Father.
That I cannot do, not anymore. I must be sure of you. Segal demands a symbol. I demand one too. In the rooms, you will find frescoes showing the 7 awakened in their eternal struggle. Use the acid to destroy them. That's the least I can ask of the man who wants to be my son.
So you demand a second round in the battle for fatherhood? You fool. This is not about sympathy. This is about truth. Chiron will make the right decision for his destiny.
I'll see you later.
Azarel's schemes around conception and birth of the Seven Awakened were impenetrable. Kyra knew he would never be sure which of the two men was his real father. The decision had to be made. He must either choose the man who had brought him up severely, who had protected and lied to him for years, or would he choose Segal, who studied Zulgarov's gifts to Chiron and knew his potential? Chiron had made his decision. The acid was flowing, and whatever it touched was reduced to debris and steaming mud. I knew what you would decide.
Without the things you taught me, I would not be standing here today.
Then let us awaken this army together. This crystal can free them from their stone prison. Some splinters are missing. Azarel's cultists carry them with them.
So I get the splinters from the cultists and insert them there.
Good, my son. I'll wait here.
Is there anything else about the awakened Akaz I need to know?
Those Akaz are very old. They may even have been petrified back in the days of the Mage Wars.
Actually, the Akaz are a humanoid race with their own culture. But these here seem to have no will of their own.
The one who awakens them controls them, although they can actually think for themselves. Strange idea, isn't it?
Father, you know about Kalandra's decision concerning Segal.
She decided against us, and for the Borberadians. Segal's lies seduced her. Like thousands before her, she will succumb to the temptations of power. But maybe she will at least be happy until then with her biological father.
Have you really given up on her completely?
She will want what is good but create evil. So it is with all who choose Borberat. I know you need her to break the gift's compulsion, but until then you are both in danger. Sooner or later, the gifts will overwhelm you. For that reason alone, you should stay away from Calandra. But at least, we two have stuck together. That is something to treasure indeed.
See you later.
Take care of yourself. And Calandra.
Do you have any more questions?
I see you've decided for your father, for our past, and for me. We've waited long enough, Chiron. The night before the final battle will be ours. Come.
Calandra, that's your gift speaking. I want you, but all I would get would be your gift.
We are one. It helps me when I'm shy. And I don't want to be shy any longer.
Calandra, wake up!
Chiron? What was that?
It's over, Calandra. We were stronger than the gift.
Chiron, it's destroying our love. It has to stop. It just has to stop.
Tomorrow we'll put an end to it.
Chiron had long wondered how that which began with a gentle kiss would end. Countless nights had he longed for this moment, and for Calandra. Their hearts trembled, and their bodies, which had craved closeness and tenderness for so very long, pressed together greedily. But they knew that Zul'Gurul's gift had changed them, and that the demonic passion could destroy their love at any time. Though Azrael might command their souls, their hearts belonged to them alone, and they would give them only when the last battle had been fought, when the awakened struggle had come to an end.
The splinters, do you have them?
Yes. An army of lizards. Once the crystal is whole again, they will overrun Azrael's people.
Good. I knew I could count on you.
At your service, noble lady. With joy, I remain forever your knight in shining armor.
A fool is what you are, and a damned handsome one at that.
Enough play. We still have one last battle ahead of us.
We've resisted the gift together, and together we will achieve everything we want. Azrael will fall, and we will prevail.
And so their words awaken stone to life. The bards should have a story to tell. I'll put the crystal back together.
Take this. It will protect you in battle.
Thank you, milady commander.
And Chiron,
Yes?
I love you. Never forget that.
Finish the summoning, mistress. We will hold him off.
seems I underestimated you. Well then.
You fools! What have you done?
Silence, Azrael! Your days of seducing people are over!
You are defeated, Azrael. My people are already deciphering your secret of the pact. And the power you wanted to use to make us your tools. That power will now bring freedom to the world.
Calandra, please listen to me one last time. The seals are broken. You have unleashed Zul'Goroth's power!
Shut up, demon whore! No one believes your lies now. The era of the High Prophetess has ended. The new church will lead the world into a shining new future.
Calandra, what's going on here?
This battle cost us much, yet my troops are far from exhausted. The portal will take me into Moloch Mountain, the place of our awakening. From there shall the storm defeat the storm.
Girl, that is madness! You do not know what you're doing!
I am the greatest opener of portals, Portifex Maxima! The next portal will deliver my army to the continent. From Razazor's golden throne will I set the demons on one another, until not a single one wanders the face of Aventuria!
Calandra, you are not yourself!
Minions of the Heptarch, servants of the 12 gods, hirelings of some prince. Countless names for those who are able to hunt and enslave us far too long. But with the seals did that bondage also break. Chiron, let us break the chains of tyranny. We are the power and the will to return the people to their freedom. We are Borboradians.
Borborad's minions have caused this mess. I will not be a part of it.
You had the sacred task of breaking the seals. We wanted to establish the new church together.
What you are planning is madness. Not even you can control the demon hordes you want to call.
Whose side are you on?
Calandra, I will follow you anywhere, but not into this war.
Whoever is not with me is against me. You pass judgment on Azrael. I expect you in Moloch Mountain.
Foolish child! She could have been the first paladin.
Silence!
You are the victor, you are right. But that won't stop Zul'Goroth. He has already used you and me. Now it's Calandra's turn.
What is that supposed to mean?
Do you really think I wanted to control the first paladin purely out of lust for power? Do you think me that stupid? The paladin was supposed to be a symbol for the church, young and powerful. Calandra is a prime example of just where that mixture leads. I granted Zolgaroth much power in our sphere. My bond with the Awakened prevented the demons from controlling them. You destroyed that protection. It won't be any harmless Heshtotim that come through that portal. It will be Zolgaroth himself. So, kill me if you must. But know, with me dies the only ally you have left against him.
Zolgaroth is not the only one you underestimated.
All those fine words could not save her.
I like her best as quiet as she is now.
The seventh seal was the seal of the anointing. The anointing of the new ruler. You have endowed us with a catechism. What is to be done with it?
Burn the book and leave its words in these halls. This church is not my church. I was never the right one to decide over your faith.
So shall it be.
I have something to do now. Kalandra's waiting for me.
Once Zul'Garoth has come through the portal, only the first paladin can send him back. The paladin's power can destroy the portal, but for that all the gifts must be united.
Then Zolgaroth shall fall through his gift to me.
With the seals broken, there is no need to kill. You can now take Kalandra's gift, or give her your own.
The paladin will arise, and he will be free. That was my contract with the demon.
And he will honor it, word for word. You can save Aventuria and one of your souls. One. Good luck, Chiron. You're going to need it.
You should have spared Azaril. She would have been useful to the new church. Yet you destroyed that deplorable book. The Master's word will continue to spread unhindered, with no believer being told what they are to think. May Saint Borbarad bless you.
Azaril cost me more than my eye, but you stayed with me. That's more than I could ever ask for. You have defeated the enemy who destroyed my life. Azaril is dead. She will never hurt us again. I'm very proud of you. And I'm even more proud of you for resisting the Borbaradians' lies. Most important of all, you're alive. We're both alive. We can save Kalandra. We shouldn't lose any time. It's a long way to Warunk. Should we get going?
I want to...
At last she is dead. But more important is the catechism. It was selfish and stupid of you to destroy it. It was to have been the cornerstone of our new church.
There is no new church. Not with me.
The church lives, and it will exact its revenge on you.
Should we get...
Let's go, Father.
And so Chiron left the monastery, his victory over Azaril complete. First did the demon Zul'Garoth turn her own pact against her, and then did she prove to be no match for those she had used as tools. Without the new doctrine conceived by Chiron during his visions in the monastery, the church would slowly but surely lose its remaining believers. Azaril's death was not to have been the final step. Chiron now had a new enemy. An enemy that knew how to use Calandra's ambition and her gift to open a gate into the realm of men. Chiron returned to Moloch Mountain in the company of the man he considered his father. Here the lovers would meet again. Here, the final decision about Borberad's paladin would be made. When I first came to Arunk, I thought we could lead a peaceful life here, a house, a respectable trade.
The houses are burning, and I guess most of those respectable tradesmen have fallen.
Calandra has already opened her gate. Azaril was right. She can't control the demons.
The gift has gone to her head. Zul'Goroth has been directing her will since Azaril lost control over the gifts. I'll go to her. If we're going to have any chance against the demon, then only the two of us together.
You're right. Zul'Goroth could step into our world at any moment. Here, take this. We once wore it to protect us from demon claws.
Segal and you.
Yes, I'd lend you my weapon arm if I could, but I know my limits.
Just wait here, and keep yourself hidden. We'll stop the demon.
Oh, you're not dead yet. Superb. I thought all that research to be in vain.
Research?
Based on the results of my previous analyses of your magic powers, I made a somewhat more intense study of Borberadianism. Summoning of the entity Zul'Goroth in the Prios Temple. Influences of Alhanian banishment artifacts. Very interesting. I am sure that my conclusions would make your jaw drop in amazement. In all modesty, of course.
You analyze me again, Magus.
Most certainly. Filled with the fury of the researcher and legitimized by the merciless authority of science.
You have too much time, Magus. Were you locked up again?
Perhaps. But perhaps you can set aside your egocentric reservations for a moment. I mean, if you are interested in the relationships in magical theory which could explain the appearance of a previously rarely known archdemonic entity, or prevent...
What makes you think that?
Hyper-quantitative accumulation of demonic entities, Nodex-oriented localization. It doesn't take a genius to draw conclusions.
How hard is it to close a Limbus gate?
It depends on the size. These things can grow once they are open, and if an entity worthy of being taken seriously wants to pass through it, they'll do all they can to keep the corresponding gate open. Only a different, equally powerful being would be able to counter that, and since the probability of such an intervention closely approaches 0, you will have to focus on the Limbus gate itself. Massive discharge of temporal impensation, or as it is commonly called, Druid's Revenge. Conclusion, interspherical collapse of extraordinary dimension.
What?
Gather all of the power you can find, all of your spell power, vitality, strength of spirit. Concentrate all of that on the Limbus gate. And then, boom.
I have to go now.
As you wish. I wish you success, Chiron. Kick that impertinent astral parasite's arse.
Chiron, the traitor. I knew you'd come. The trap has sprung. Calandra will be pleased.
Anyone who opposes me is Calandra's enemy as well.
She ordered us to keep the pyramid free of all distractions while she opens the Limbus Gate to all distractions.
You don't have a chance, Aegis. And you're too narrow-minded to realize that my decision was right.
You killed the High Prophetess and put Calandra on her throne. You decided by the beliefs and souls of thousands, and suddenly you don't want to have anything to do with it anymore?
I can free you of all those troublesome worries. Let's get started.
Welcome, welcome to the Limbus.
Let her go. Calandra's soul was never part of our deal.
Silence, Mortal. I gifted you richly for your services. We are even. The girl fulfills the destiny I gave her when she was born. Borborite, or whomever she has thrown it away on, may have her soul. But your purpose is already fulfilled. I shall pass through her gate into the next era, and your world will accompany me.
He is weakened. Quick! We must close the gate.
All right, I'll take your gift. Hold still.
Calandra, wait.
It's all my fault. I let myself be seduced. Don't stop me from making amends.
You want to be the first paladin? Sacrifice yourself to throw Zul'Goroth back.
What do you want, Chiron? Sometimes you say one thing and sometimes the other.
What do you mean?
I had the courage to kiss you back then. That made you happy. You stood by me back when we told Father.
If anyone asked during your search for me, did you ever admit that we are more than just siblings? In the Clawmore, before Gamut? I don't know. I don't want to know if you've kissed any other girls on your travels. But what happened between you and Cassio? Maybe you have turned her down. But can I really believe you?
That was before I saw you again. Now everything has changed. We've changed.
What does that mean? Have we grown so far apart? When we met again in the monastery, you were as cold as ice. At least, I thought so. But you made me more and more confused. You condemned my new faith. And once your father was freed, you turned against me. All those casualties brought about by my fight against Azrael, you called meaningless. Even on that night, as the gift tried to play my deepest desires off against our love, you resisted because you loved me, and not what Zul'Goroth wanted me to become.
Stop, please. You're making the decision even more difficult for the both of us. There's something I don't understand. Why did you have Aegis attack me?
He attacked you. You! Oh, that fool. He had orders to keep me free from interference. I should have known that he would deliberately misunderstand that command. I'm sorry, Chiron.
It's time for a decision. I will take your gift, and you will live on.
You really want to give me this greatest of all gifts?
We don't know what will happen when the first paladin arises. Maybe I'll survive. We've had a lot of bad luck up till now. Time to change that.
You... Oh, you're a fool. Farewell, Chiron. I will always love you. Always.
And you'll always be